Hey everyone, it's Sonia. Happy summer. I hope you are getting some sun and having some fun. I certainly have. I just came back from vacation. I went to Croatia and to Venice, Italy, and it was amazing. And as with pretty much every trip I take, there's always one lesson or theme, and this one was no different. This time it was, you regret the things you don't do more than the ones you do. And the first time that showed up, we were in a place called Split, and it was this old town in Croatia, and there was a big bell tower outside within the cathedral that was a gorgeous cathedral. And it was kind of scary though, this bell tower, because it went up really, really high, and it just had this thin little railing around it. So it felt like you were really exposed. And my daughter took one look and was like, no way, I'm not doing it. And I was like, come on, you regret the things you don't do more than things you do. And she's like, I don't care, I'm not doing it. So I was like, okay. So my son and I went up and made it to the top, and it was an unbelievable view and exciting and fun. And we came back down, and it turns out my daughter did start to regret not going. And so she had started up and got about halfway, but without the support and being on it herself, she ended up coming down. But the next time this showed up, we were on a boat ride outside the island of Hvar on our way to Vis. And we were in this cove, and I saw these people jumping off of a cliff, and I thought, that looks kind of fun and exciting. But I knew my husband and my daughter were not going to do it. So I looked to my son, Ty, my partner in crime, and I was like, hey, what if you and I go do that? And he was like, I don't know, that looks a little scary. And my husband's like, I don't know if you guys should do that. And I thought, come on, you regret the things you don't do more than the ones you do. And so Ty was like, okay, I'll do it. So we jumped off the boat, and we walked up, and we jumped off the cliff, and it was so fun. And later on in that day, the sun had started to go down, the clouds were coming in, and the wind really picked up. So it was getting kind of chilly, the water was cold. But we came to this one other really idyllic cove, and we had one more chance to jump off the roof of the boat. And I was thinking, you know what, I'm kind of done. I'm okay. I have a dry bathing suit on. I don't need to go back in the cold. Like, I jumped off the cliff. I don't have to do this. And my son turns to me and he says, really, Mom? I thought you regret the things you don't do more than the things you do. Don't you hate it when people send your words right back to you, especially your 10-year-old son? So I was like, you're right. Okay, so I got up on the top of the boat and jumped off, and we swam over and we jumped off some rocks, and it was all really and truly some of the highlights of our trip. So wherever you may be, whatever place you are sort of teetering between safe or jumping off a cliff, remember, you regret the things you don't do more than the ones that you do. So go off, have fun, take a chance, and shine.